Imagine trying to answer a simple question from everyday life. Why does compound interest grow so fast? At first, the answer may seem obvious, but when we slow down, we find a chain of causes working under the surface. The short answer is that compound interest grows fast because each round of growth adds to a larger base than the round before. That answer matters because it affects ordinary choices, not just experts or institutions. Think about money in a savings account earning interest, then earning interest on the earlier interest. In that moment, something small is doing a lot of work. It is shaping attention, expectations, memory, and judgment. Human beings do not move through the world like machines collecting perfect facts. We notice some things and miss others. We react emotionally before we explain our reactions. We use shortcuts because life is too complex to analyze from the beginning every time. First, simple growth adds the same kind of amount again and again. Compound growth adds a percentage of a total that keeps changing. This first step matters because attention is the doorway to everything else. If a fact, message, number, or pattern never gets noticed, it cannot influence a decision. But once it does get noticed, the mind starts connecting it to what it already knows. That connection may be accurate, incomplete, or biased, depending on the situation. Second, time is the engine. Early growth may look slow, but later growth can accelerate because the base has become much larger. This is where context becomes powerful. The same information can feel different depending on who says it, when it appears, what emotions surround it, and what we already believe. A person may think they are simply reacting to reality, but often they are reacting to reality plus a frame, a mental border that tells them what the situation means. Third, compounding works in both helpful and harmful directions. Savings and investments can benefit from it, while unpaid debt can become harder to escape. This does not mean people are foolish. It means people are practical. We have limited time, limited memory, and limited attention. Shortcuts help us survive and act quickly, but they can also lead us toward mistakes when the situation is complex or when someone else is trying to influence us. That is why clear thinking often begins with a pause. The pause gives us time to ask what evidence is being used, what has been left out, and whether the first impression is the whole story. There is also a social side. We learn from other people. We copy, question, trust, doubt, and adjust based on the groups around us. A belief or behavior can spread not only because it is true or useful, but because it feels normal, urgent, impressive, comforting, or shared by people we respect. Once enough people treat an idea as obvious, it becomes harder for any one person to step back and examine it. Compound interest feels surprising because the human mind often expects straight lines. Compounding is curved. Small percentages given enough time can create very large results. The practical lesson is not to reject every message, number, story, or feeling. The lesson is to become a more careful interpreter. Ask where the information came from. Ask what incentives are behind it. Ask whether there is a better comparison, a missing base rate, a stronger source, or another explanation. When we do that, the world becomes less mysterious. We still make human judgments, but we make them with more awareness and fewer hidden strings pulling in the background.